So, good afternoon, everybody. Hope we're all well. You might notice that the stream's got a different background and a little different logo up in the corner. Basically, I stream that much. I've used up all my 20 hours that are allowed on StreamYard for free for this month. So, basically, there's an offer on where you save $10 if you purchase StreamYard for the month. So, it's cost me $15, which is about 12 quid, but it allows me unlimited stream time, which you'll all be glad to hear of during lockdown. But it also allows me to do a fair little bit more editing, so everything's a little bit more flashy. So I saw that Steve was here, Retro Red Steve. Hello, mate, and Big Game Al as always. How was Asda, mate? I hope it wasn't too traumatic for you. So anyway, we're back into the second season with Albion. We did win our last couple of games, so hopefully we can carry that on. But as anyone knows who's played Football Manager, it doesn't always work like that. You don't carry on from the last save. Oh, it was Tesco's. Sorry, mate. We've got Gilles Gramond. If you remember, I put a quite big offer in for him at the very end of the last stream. The background, incidentally, is the Hawthorns, so that's what's in the background now, rather than just being plain black. I'm here to the substandard management. Very good, Steve. You've obviously picked a much easier task though by going to Aston Villa. I've already saw that you're trying to sell that it could be a struggle though with your aging side, to quote. So he's already covering his bets there. So Graham Potter doesn't need to be playing left back anymore. It's got Gilles Gramond in. In fact, let's have a look who's interested in Potter, because he's not a very good player. There's quite a few clubs. So, asking price. Transfer list, and hopefully he'll be gone. So, it means I'll have bought Gilles Gramond in for next to nothing. Yeah, so I'll probably start off bad being as Cine Steve here. By the way, Cine Steve has put out a great video this morning. He's got some nice pickups. He's showing a tour of his room and his current setup. He's moved things around because, well, I'm not going to spoil why he's moved things around. Watch his video, you'll see why. And he's also started a Championship Manager Zone, and he's going to be streaming at 3 o'clock on Saturday. And he's got YouTuber United featuring all your favourite YouTubers, including some of your not so favourites, like Cine Steve himself. So go along and check that out for sure. I'll be mentioning that in my live stream tonight, and I'll probably mention it again no, that's it. I'll mention it tonight because he'll have done it by the time we get to the next one anyway. Blackpool got promoted last year, but it looks like they've carried on their good form, looking at it from last season. Always, Steve. I'll always plug anyone. But unfortunately for Big Mike and Planet Retro, it doesn't look like they're going to get many starts with me being the other goalkeeper. So, you know, clearly I'll be number one for most of that season, I'd have thought, unless a big club comes in for me early doors. Well, I've just spoilt it for Big Al. You're like second or third choice keeper behind myself. Steve, how's it going? I'm assuming you're on your break at work. That's the centre midfielder that we bought in on a free transfer, who wouldn't sign, incidentally, at the beginning of the season. But obviously he came in. He's doing all right. I've got my window open today. It's getting quite warm here. I'm not sure it's because I shut the doors so the rest of the house can't hear me when I'm streaming, or whether it's just a warmer day in general. Hope you're all coping well with the COVID situation. I actually heard of 2 people passing away from it yesterday. One's a guy who worked with my missus. He was 65. And there was a teacher at the school where I work at the leisure centre. She passed away from it. The school sent out a letter yesterday. So, you know, where I live in Dudley is massively a hot spot. So it's quite worrying. It's very close to home. Working from home today, Steve. So that means you're hardly working then, I'm guessing. You wasn't home isolating today, Al. You've been fucking spending half the morning in the beer aisle at Tesco. I know that for a fact. At least now it seems that streams are working again on YouTube because I've asked a few people and mine have started to pop up. Kieran, how's it going, mate? Are you working today, Kieran, or are you homeschooling or what? Yeah, it's just one. Like as I say, Dudley, where I am, seems to be a massive hotspot. Like my mom's still in hospital at the moment. I've just spoke to Dad today because they've got her a new phone because the phone chats wasn't working. And my mom, like obviously, she had a kidney transplant and that stopped. The reason why she's in is because that stopped working. But what they're doing is rather than her going down onto dialysis like she had been doing, they're now taking the dialysis machines up onto the wards so the patients aren't being wheeled around the hospital. So it does seem that everywhere is pretty much clamping down on it at the moment. But we've just got to soldier through these times, haven't we? Like that's why I'm doing this, to keep my mind occupied, and obviously my streams on the evening. I've got 3 guests on tonight. They sure be good. And I was hoping for a clean sheet, but then again, I'll save on the clean sheet bonus. I'll win every game as long as fucking we can see the goal, and then I'll save money on clean sheet bonuses. Yeah, it is what it is with my mom. Like fucking, it's been like it for like a while. Like, but as I say, it's just the visiting. We can't visit her, and I fucking speak to her on the phone. I can't understand a fucking word she's saying. She massively struggles with modern technology. I know the mobile phone has been out since the mid-90s, but to my mom, it's modern technology. For those of you who do the Joe Wicks, is it workout, whatever it is, he's in a Spider-Man suit today, it seems. I only know because I went in to talk to my stepson and he was doing it. I said, don't do that shit. I'll get him some weights that I've got downstairs. So we've got a win. First game usually does start like this and then starts to go downhill. So we'll check on the transfers, see if anyone new's come available who we could bring in. Oh, I hate this how it resets after every time you save. It's just centre halves we're after, really. I could do with a good centre half. And you, my man, are fucking not one of them. Oh, saying that, looking at his important tactics, he's got heading 19, tackling 20, pace 20, adaptability, positioning's not the best. But he's getting good ratings. So let's fucking bring him in. Let's bring him in. Steve says only sign shit players. Yeah, he's in a Spider-Man. Fair play to him because it's one of them padded Spider-Man costumes as well. It's not even like a Lycra fit one. He's doing it in a padded one. John Curtis, is he the one who was on the list from Man United? Was he? I've got John Curtis. I've got him on loan. That's what I thought I'd heard of him. He's playing centre half for me currently. The fucking mouse. Look at this shit mouse mat that I've gone fucking using. It's one I found in my shed. It's fucking horrible. The mouse keeps getting stuck on it. I gave my missus my Borderlands 2 one I got through the loot crate a few years ago. She's using that for her work, and I've given myself the shit one. Steve, you've not been paying attention to the stream, have you? We bought in I was going to say Tony Curtis, then he fucking sung This Is the Way to Amarillo. Southampton. Too low. I want more than that for him. He's on for 75. No one accepts my fucking low offers. Yeah, John Curtis, who is currently on international duty. Along with Owe Hing, Kilban. I'm sure there's a few others who've got to go on international duty as well. So Potter can play. In fact, no, we'll swap that. Jules Gramont can play left wing. I think everyone else is okay. I have a feeling I'm going to start getting. McDermott's injured. A few transfer requests from players who are getting frozen out. But you know what? They can just fuck off and go. PS4 Retro Gamer, how's it going, mate? Is it XDD or is that meant to be like some sort of emoji? I do always wonder. I don't know how you're going to tell me any different. Steve, you know how it is, man. It's when like they've been a club legend, and he's just scored as well, by the way. So, and I think he's got another. Oh, Steve, the tables have turned in this stream. Everything you say is going the opposite. It's a glorious day. I thought it was. I thought it was meant to be an emoji. That's what emoji it's meant to be. Oh, look at this. Look at this total domination today. Steve, what was you saying about sneaks, mate? You've got to have faith in these players. They'll come good for you in the end. I'm telling you. If you need some advice, stick with your quality players, Steve. Don't get fucking throwing them out. You know, I know you've come in here for a lesson for your 0102 YouTuber United and Aston Villa stream. I know it always starts like this, Ali. They get my. This is so true of West Bromwich Albion in the 90s. You know, they get your hopes up, make you believe, and then fuck it all up. Just making a cup of tea. Right, I'll have mine. Milk, no sugar, please. Sweet enough here. Sweet enough. Like, literally, people, when they watch that back in the stream, because they'll have the live chats on, they'll see you write that, and then they'll watch Sneaks fucking score a hat-trick. They'll go, who's this fucking silly Steve? He's not got a clue. But I know what you mean. He's not been playing well at all. Oh, it'll be... Oh, God, I'm going to give him a fucking terrible run. Saving me clean sheet bonus again. Letting one on. Good old Pavel. I was gutted I let Miller go, but when I got Cernicek, I thought, you know, Miller's just going to sit on the bench a bit too much. So we've all agreed that my patience with Sneaks has fucking paid off. Anyone knows, though, who watched that level of football in the 90s, Sneaks was one hell of a player. Andy Hunt looks like he's... Look at this managerial quality. Brings on Andy Hunt, scores straight away. I do think I've got a little bit more quality throughout the side now, though. We're bringing in Gilles Grimond, obviously. Curtis, who isn't playing this game. I do probably need to have a little bit of a clear out, but they keep making regens when I have a fucking clear out. And they're never going to play. So I think Sneak's got man of the match there. Proving his doubters wrong over in... is it Kent or Essex you're from, Steve? Doubters, the journalists were wrong. They'd got it all wrong about Sneaks. Always had that quality to produce this sort of performance. If you're having a beer, to be honest, Kieran, at this time of the morning, I salute you. I might have a few whiskies tonight, though. I think I might need it with the guests that are on tonight. One of them will definitely be drinking some whiskey. So we got Glenn Davis in as well. So now it is definitely time to move on a couple of players. So who's been at the club for a while and not really playing? Raven, he's been on the list for ages. Let's get him priced so he'll go. I like round numbers. Helps with my OCD. Nicholson. I mean, I can't be asking a lot for him, surely to God. Probably a lot more than I thought I was. I was going to have a JD. I'll get on the JD, do we? I'm always reluctant to release players on a free because I have to pay money to do so. So to me, that's not a fucking free. I'd rather sell them for next to nothing. Brian Quiley. I mean, he's got some 18s. Heading influence, off the ball. He's probably the better player to keep than Taylor, to be honest. This is sacrilege, though, putting Taylor up for sale as a West Brom fan. But he's not going to play. Set a nice asking price to get him gone. Williams is still a prospect. Nicky Evans is still a bag of shit. Why am I asking that? I'm sure I dropped this down to like 100,000 last time. Watched your lockdown stream, mate. Brilliant. Pixel Plug, thank you, and welcome to this stream. This is very much more chilled than my lockdown stream. This is just me going through my football fixtures. As I say, it's a little bit more helpful that YouTube are actually starting to promote the streams and put them on so people can see them. So hopefully we're having a little bit of a clear out of some of the dead wood. Quayle looks good, yeah. I mean, I have kept him, but what it is, Steve, is I actually met Quayle as a person when I was a kid, and he was a bit of a knobhead. And still now, 20 years later, I've not really forgiven him for being a bit of a knobhead. So that's why he's froze out. Kilban, fucking, was it worth you going to Ireland to play, get a 6 and then come off? Not really bothered how he's doing. Fortnite again today. Yes, you're addicted to that game, you are. If you and Lee could chip in with some fucking kills, it would be a massive help, you know. I can't keep getting 5, 6, 8s and 10 kills and you getting 1 out. Come on, man. It's because you're drinking too early. Did I press the wrong button then and he stayed at fucking Hartlepool? Fuck's sake, that's reading Al's comment. Totally blaming Al there. We'll try and buy him again. I might have fucked that up there. I've had me a nice cup of tea this morning, actually, Kieran. Like, fucking, in your token, massive. There's no point making a normal size cup of tea, man. You gotta make a Sports Direct size cup of tea, ain't you? I got 4 in one game. That was probably a dream you had last night, Al. I think you've played the game that much, you've started dreaming about it. Why is it all of a sudden fucking giving me some random regen goalkeeper that I don't need? Because Pavel Cernicek's away on international duty, that's why. Fucking hell, 3. Now, in real life, they'd abandon this fixture. I wouldn't have to play it. Marden suspended. Damn it, Kilban's back. So Gilles Grimond can go back to left back. Tranmere, Addy Sneaker Freaks here. After you all died. I think you're making it up, Al. I don't remember it. What about the game we won? Which one? The one where the game glitched out and we just somehow survived? The best game we won was when that geezer was looking for us and ran into the storm and fucking just killed himself. In fact, we've been lucky with some of our wins, like the end circle, like how we've got the win. I'm just saying, Al, you need to put a bit more training. Here we go. We've won our first game, so here comes a run of losses as usual. I don't think that's Rule Fox. Oh, the guy who was on the hill and you shot him. I remember that one. How about when you and Lee died straight away and I took out that team of 3 with different guns, man, because I couldn't be bothered to reload. John Curtis with a goal. Andy Hunt with a goal. I'm feeling positive about today. I mean, I've got Crichton in goal and I don't even feel worried because I've got the quality outfield, I believe, to get the result today. So, Steve, you doing your stream at 3 o'clock, typical Saturday afternoon kickoff time. That'll be good, that will. I'll be looking forward to that. I'm trying to do it so I don't stream when other people, like I know the TMB got their podcast out Sunday, so I won't stream them. Because if someone else is doing some quality content or some streaming, I'll happily step aside because I like watching other people do stuff as well. Andy Hunt with 2 goals. He's doing better than fucking Everson. Look at Steve. You can't say that's the plan. It's kind of a yes or no thing. Yeah. Got your brew here. So, mate, what biscuits we got? I had some malted milk with mine this morning. Malted milk. Or when I was little, I used to call them the moo cow biscuits when I was at my nan's when I was really little. Chocolate malted milk are like the king of biscuits, but I don't have too many of them anymore, obviously. Being diabetic myself, I probably shouldn't, but I was going to bring Thingy off, but he's having a good game. Bring on Hamilton. Give Hamilton a run out. Rob Gurney, how's it going? Man, I don't mean this in an offensive way, but I was tired last night and I kept fucking dozing off in between your stream. That's why I'd say, oh, I'm back. Because I was falling asleep with the phone in my hand, which is a bad habit of mine. What did I watch last night? I started watching... so I've mentioned before, we've just purchased Amazon Prime, which has got a lot better stuff than Netflix. It used to be very much the other way around, but Amazon Prime has got much better stuff now. I watched something called 350 Days, which is about wrestlers on the road back in the day, like Bret Hart's on there, Greg the Hammer Valentine, who else? Superstar Billy Graham, and it's just about how they work for 350 days a year, like on the road. Quite interesting. My missus is currently watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer on it, which I remember watching in my teens. Don't care how Cernicek did. Griffo, how's it going? Greetings, Russell. Thank you very much for being on the stream last night. And are you going to confirm it in the chat? It's been confirmed. But everyone wants to know, are you YouTuber of the month? Also, Gurney, when I was leaving that stream and I'd come back on, it would like have a massive stutter. I don't know if that was just the app catching up with your stream sort of thing. Yeah, I enjoyed it last night. You and Scott were great guests. It was good fun. Good fun. I can't believe that was original Turner Arcade as well behind you. I never ever knew that. My missus has literally started watching it this morning. I think she's on episode 3. But I remember watching that religiously. But the trouble is with me, the longer a series goes on, the less interest I get in it. Like, you know, something that's 3 series and done, I'm like, that's my sort of level. Rosenthal's doing well, but what you need to do, Griffo, is watch this stream back and look for the cue where it says, can't believe your patience with Sneaks is unreal. It was wrote by Cine Steve, and then Richard Sneaks must have read it because then he went and scored a hat-trick in that game. It's funny, I was saying to my missus, Sarah Michelle Gellar's actress career kind of like flopped after Buffy. She did Cruel Intentions, which was a good, but she was in Scream just as a bit part, one of the Scream films. But I said, like, someone like the girl who played Willow, she's been much more active. To be honest, quite a few out of Buffy didn't do a lot else. I mean, you may be in the comments who know a little bit more than me and prove me wrong. But that's just the way I feel. I feel like other than Willow, no one really came out of Buffy and did a mass amount of things. I lost in also Walking Dead. I love The Walking Dead up until the point that Negan came in as a character, and it started more about fighting amongst humans than actually the zombies being a threat. Now, to me, that's the whole idea of Walking Dead. I'm watching a zombie program. Sarah Michelle Gellar, Cruel Intentions. Yeah, if you've not seen Cruel Intentions, because I know there's a few people who maybe a little bit younger than us in here. I'm not too sure. I think we're probably all the same age, but Cruel Intentions is definitely worth a watch. The 2 after that were real fucking duffers, though. Cruel Intentions 2 and 3. David, was he the one who played Angel? Because I fucking hated Angel as a series, to be honest. I didn't watch that at all. You're saying they went into loads. I need proof. Did they? Would we all agree though that fucking this one time at Bandcamp, fucking Willow was much more successful than the others, is what I'm saying. I mean, Sarah Michelle Gellar probably made that much. She didn't need to do a lot else after Buffy. Willow. Fucking hell, Southerners can't understand me. Was he in a show called Bones? I've never seen that. Never seen Bones. Looks like we could be record our first loss against fucking Stoke, who we normally always beat. Draw would be good. Having a few corners. That's 3 corners in succession. You'd have thought he'd have learned to take a good one. That's 4 corners in concession. Get in. Fucking hell. Last minute equaliser. Okay, you can't understand what I'm saying. Well, take these 2 words, off and fuck, and rearrange them both to make a popular saying. Chocolate Factory. That's Willy Wonka, isn't it? American Pie. They're a great series as well. I mean, I know we're not. If you watched Holster TV, she went to see. Oh God, he was the guy who in the series was with. He wasn't. He was the boring one of the group. To be fair, he wasn't Stifler. It wasn't fucking Jim. He wasn't fucking Sherman. Not Sherman. Fucking Shipbreak. He was the other one. He's got his own band and he tours and he sings songs like Stifler's mom's got it fucking going on instead of Stacey's mom, who the guy passed away. But he was in Birmingham at Brewdogs and I wish I'd gone to see it because American Pie is some of my favourite films. I don't think they could be released in a fucking... because everyone would get all too fucking offended by them. But back in the day, fucking... the American Pie films were fucking brilliant. Kevin, that was it. Kevin, yes, that's correct. Fucking... what was the name of the... I'm trying to think of the actor. Something Reed was his girlfriend in the series. She had some terrible plastic surgery years later and was in Sharknado, which is actually another one of my things where I like really shit movies. There's loads of them on Amazon. Tara, that was it. But Tara Reid, yes, correct. Fucking Steve's on it, man. Steve obviously got the same taste in films as me. But I've got some really shit films to be watching currently on Amazon. One's called, in fact, I watched the one last night called Zombie with a Shotgun. That was bad. It was that bad, it was good. But there's also Cannibals and Carpet Fitters, which is another film I'm going to look forward to enjoying. The Mist is like fucking Hollywood blockbuster to make here, and I like my films really shit. Drugs and booze, did I? I saw she had some shit plastic surgery as well. Didn't she have her fucking lips done and they're all fucked up? Shannon Elizabeth, now she was the one in American Pie. Fucking hell. Oh, Jim, what was her character's name now? Nadia, the exchange student. Fucking hell. Tiger King, I've been watching that. Actually, you need to fucking, if you've got me on Facebook, after this, I'm going to be doing a fucking Tiger King photo shoot with my cat, I think. That's the plan. Brilliant, though. Have you seen Carol Vorderman out? Yes, I have seen that picture that's circling Facebook with her boobs and ass. She's actually fitter now than when she was on the telly, to be fair. Shannon Elizabeth, yes. I think that could be one of the most paused fucking moments of that film. Shannon Elizabeth, when obviously she gets undressed for Jim when she's on webcam. And is it Blink 182 one of the, because it shoots around the whole school's webcams done it, and one of them's Blink 182. I'm sure it is. It's either Blink 182 or the Bloodhouse Gang. You've not seen Tiger King, Russ? It's that fucking bitch Carol Baskin. When it fucking rips her arm off, that's unreal. Wild, yeah, it is Blink 182. Wild Things. That had the girl who was in Scream. Oh, not Drew Barrymore. The main girl who plays Sydney Prescott, is it, in Scream? She was in Wild Things, wasn't she? Nev Campbell, correct. Yes, was she in The Craft as well? Was she in The Craft? I mean, to be honest, right? Everyone goes on about some fucking the films in the 80s, but that era we're talking about, man, that in like another 10, well, already now we're all fondly remembering it, but I reckon in about another 10 years' time, everyone will be looking on that back on that with very much nostalgic memories. It was probably the time before political correctness came in, obviously with the American Pie films and stuff like that. I mean, it even goes as far as say I used to enjoy Harold and Kumar, like The Munchies. That is a film that wouldn't be made now in this day and age. I don't know, Russ, is she not well? Ooh, I can't bring a striker off. In case you hadn't noticed as well, we're going on a little bit of a run here as West Brom. Other than that blip against Stowe, the pool scene in Wild Things, yeah, I think that's probably another one of the most iconic fucking scenes from that generation of film, surely. Linvoy Primus. Any of you, if you've ever been to Portsmouth Football Ground, Fratton Park, shithole, real shithole of a ground. I went there in got to be the late noughties. Me and my mate, his nickname's Flash, Adam Jones. He's a painter. We went in his red Sherpa van. He's a painting van. There was me, Adam Jones. There was Tom Bailey, Mannix. Oh, I can't think of his first name. But we'd only got 4 seats in this Sherpa van. And Chris Armstrong, not the footballer, my mate Chris, he was coming with us. He was a Wolves fan, but he just wanted the day out at Portsmouth for the crack. So we got like a dining room chair and we tied it to the 2 fucking back seats in the Sherpa van. Like there was like 2 cab seats. We tied it to that and we went all the way down to Portsmouth. And as you're going into Portsmouth, it's a proper shithole. And this would we have been a Prem side then? Might have been Division 1. Might have been Prem though. And they've got this mural painted on the back of the away end stand. And Linvoy Primus, whoever had fucking painted him, he looked like the fucking Predator. They must never have seen Linvoy Primus in their fucking life because they just painted some token black guy with massive dreadlocks. It was fucking horrendous. That, in fact, Bobby Robson coming up, that was the day we had to do a minute silence for Bobby Robson's passing. So that's how long ago that was. But yeah, fucking driving all the way. I don't know how that Sherpa van made it to Portsmouth and back. It was a fucking rust nail. Unbeaten in 5. I lost to Stoke though, didn't I? I lost to Stoke. But I think we've won 5 out of 6. I'm not very happy with the nameless gamer. I think he's fell out with me because he's not appeared in many of my streams and he doesn't comment on my videos anymore. No more fucking deals for him, Al. No more deals for him. He can pay full price at my store from now on. Was there many watching Kieran's stream? Because he hadn't advertised that he was doing a stream that day. If he'd have advertised earlier, I'd probably, well, I might have still done my stream because I think we probably have a different audience to each other anyway, me and Kieran, if I'm honest. Don't need to change nothing really. When you're playing this well, you just carry on, don't you? Keep playing the games. 30 plus. I think I got 36, which is the new peak for my stream. I had 36 in at once. All right, Jay, welcome, mate. How's it going? M. Bullock where's Griffo? I want to know if M. Bullock is any relation to Billy Bullock, and if so, I'm sorry for injuring him. Come on, Alvin. I've got confidence. Oh, Janaga Fjortofs at Barnsley. You'd have gained 1 million if you'd have been on my stream. 1 million. Adi Moses, I've injured as well. Bit of a peculiar half that was. Not playing the best. Yeah, it was good last night, Russ, man. I mean, I know you've been doing your solo streams, but you haven't been on a group stream for a long time, and I thought you were brilliant, mate, to be fair. Not missed a beat. We don't like playing these teams in red. That's the second one we're losing to. So, bring off Andy Hunt. Oh, I fucking keep forgetting how to get this. Bring on Eveson. Bring off Sneaks. Can't believe I've had this patience with Sneaks. Oh, Al's just messaged him to tell him to turn up in my stream. It's no good now, nameless one. I think all the streams have gone well, man. I've got some good people coming on in the future as well. There's a good bunch on tonight. And I've got some interesting ones lined up for next week as well. I've potentially got some for Saturday. I'm still waiting for them to reply. But I'm having Sunday off. It's a bad result for the Albion, this is. Probably this is the period where we go on a losing streak now. Oh, my battery's not on charge. Good job that's just come up. Bear with me. Technical difficulties and all. In fact, I can have it like that because... I've got like the worst charger ever for this laptop. It's like not legit, I don't think. Why is that not working? Right. The stream could cut off. Guys, I'm having problems with the laptop charger. Let's just carry on a bit. It's not wanting to do anything. This could be disastrous for tonight. Your Mac will sleep. Like, look, man, I've got like the fucking dodgiest charger ever for a Mac. But I am plugged in, so it should be all right. It's like one of them magnetic connection ones. And it's just not registering everything. Right, well, I'm going to play this game then, and I have to finish early. So I'm going to have to fuck about with my laptop charger. Check the 3-pin. Does that even work on things like this? Yeah, it's clipping on and it's just not charging. So I'm going to have to fuck about with that. But I will get this last match done. And then I'll have to finish the stream early. I can only apologise. Technical difficulties and all. What it is, I don't think it's an official... It's never given me any problems before. But it's not actually an official MacBook charger. Lee's not allowed on yet. He's just winding you up, I think, Russ, to be honest. Is the plug turned on? Al, come on, man. Let's not judge everyone by our own standards, yeah? Look, at least I've got proper internet, you know, not fucking dial-up. 1-0 down after a minute as well. Yeah, it's just not registering the charger. Dana just wants to play Fortnite earlier. I just need to get this laptop sorted because the guests will be fuming. They've washed the best clothes and put their aftershave on. Yeah, normally there's like a little green light that fucking comes on this when it's plugged in. See, the light's on there. Is that half time, yeah? Bring off Andy Hunt anyway. Stefan Everson. What I might do as well is that area of the laptop gets quite warm as well because that's that where the battery is and stuff. So it might be due to that as well. Because normally I just have it constantly plugged in, if I'm honest. Because I've obviously fucking streaming drains the battery of it, but for some reason I ain't got it plugged in this morning. But it's lasted quite a while without the thing in. Because to run Champ Manager and run this, it does drain the fucking battery. Right, so 2 losses in the bounce. Try a different socket. I've tried that. I've switched the plugs around. What I might do is not put it in the extension and put it in the main wall. So this is going to be it for today's stream, unfortunately. You've only got to half time because I need to fuck about with this. Your Mac will sleep unless you plug your power into the socket. It is in the socket, you fucking idiots. Yeah, to be honest, this is a 2011 MacBook Pro. It's not a new one. So the battery life isn't great anyway. But streaming is quite intense on it. So we have to save while I've got a chance. Because we're down to 8%. Pressure is on. Apologies for the stream ending early. Hopefully I'll get this sorted. And all the technical difficulties will be out the way. And I'll see you all this evening. Take it easy, YouTube.